Each autumn, the small East Texas town of Winnsboro comes alive with the sights and sounds of yesteryear. This sleepy hamlet is literally invaded by Model A Ford clubs from throughout the state of Texas. For the past several years, the Dallas Model A Ford Club has made this pilgrimage, rain or shine, to join her sister clubs in the celebration of life as it was almost 50 years ago. One might ask, what makes sane adults get up at 4 a.m., crawl into an unheated car older than they themselves are, and drive 100 miles, possibly through a pouring rain? Is it the fascination of reliving Dad or Grandpa's heyday? Perhaps so, but for whatever the reason, they come year after year. It's a mystery to the man on the street and one of the wonders of the automobile age, the way the Model A Ford has endured. With over 5 million originally produced, perhaps 300,000 are still in existence, and an estimated 280,000 registered for actual use. Perhaps many people have such a strong attachment to the Model A because it was the first car that they can remember.
First car I bought was a Model A, 29, in 1949, two-door sedan. And I always wanted another one, so I finally took me 20 years to get another one.
Why do you prefer a Model A Ford over, say, a Packard or another antique car?
I like the sound of the engine.
Oh, that much improvement over these years.
Oh, there! How you doing?
Amazing. Look like that. Morning, Will.
It's a love story of a sort, transfixed to another place and time. The admiration and respect these showpieces produce reminds one of the old adage, the only difference between the man and the boy is the price of his toys. These once rusty buckets of tin have been reborn, the breath of life given again by someone who meticulously restores her to her original condition and has a ball doing it.
We look forward to this tour more than any other tour of the year. We have about 125 cars, I understand, down here this morning in the parade. Not all of them Model A's, but most of them Model A Fords. They're a good driving car. This is a good tour to get it out in, and we look forward to it. My family looks forward to it. The people here in Winnsboro are always very, very friendly towards us, and they look forward to our coming, and we look forward to it also. The scenery is always beautiful, and of the 7 or 8 years that I've come down here, it's rained all but one, and the rain never seems to slow anybody down. We have a good time anyway.
Model A people are special people, sharing with pride the accomplishment of taking a bucket of bolts and recreating an automobile. Model A'ers relish the friendships spawned by association of people with common interests.
It's a 312. It'll get about
See the camera, I can
The sense of pride of completing a seemingly impossible task, it's truly something to behold. Ask the man who restores one.
I guess if you really fan it...
While cars may seem to be the prime mover in drawing the crowds to this event, people have their own reasons for coming.
Well, we have the barbecue at one of the guest ranches, and we have the square dancing, which will be tonight, and it's just a very friendly atmosphere. A lot of people getting together and just having a good time.
We come to Winnsboro today to meet with the rest of the antique cars, and throughout Texas, they pretty well invite everyone, all the antique car clubs, to come down here to this event. Our Fort Worth Model A Club enjoys this tour real well. This is my 5th time to come down to Winnsboro.
all really getting together with the rest of the people there in Paris. We've got a local club, the Red River Valley Honkers, and we're actually about only 3 years old. So we enjoy getting together and coming down as a group to Winnsboro.
Well, I've lived in Winnsboro all my life, and the Autumn Trail started in 1959, and the antique cars started coming down in 1965 with 5 cars, and they've grown every year since, and they certainly have helped the economy of Winnsboro. It's just done a magnificent job. What the hell was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the car games are about to begin at the north end of Main Street. There will be 3 competitive events. The starting judges will give you your instructions.
37! 37! Come on, Fred!
Unlike other antique auto restorers, modelayers believe the fun is in the driving. You'll find no musty museum pieces here. Model A'ers know how to have a good time. If they had any inhibitions prior to becoming active in this hobby, they're gone now. What may just seem to some as overgrown children carrying out childhood fantasies, to others, these people have found the proverbial fountain of youth. You really should try it sometime. It's fun for kids from 6 to 60. Isn't it great to be in a place where you can play cops and robbers no matter how old you are?
In a quick time without dropping your cup.
The barbecue dinner tonight will be held at the 4D Ranch. They request that everybody arrive no later than 5:30 so we can all be served before dark.
What may appear to be the Godfather's funeral is in reality a lot of tired and hungry modelayers converging on the 4D Guest Ranch for beer and barbecue. After a full day of events, they are ready for some relaxation and plenty of good food. This particular event is looked forward to by all because of the consistent quality of the food and atmosphere. After all, what's a tour in Texas without a barbecue? Can you imagine 157 people coming out in the cold, drizzling rain for beer and barbecue? Well, they did, and it was well worth the trip. It's tough to dampen this group's spirit. Food and drink and conviviality, a place to meet others with something in common, to make new friendships and rekindle some old ones. A real Texas barbecue with all the trimmings and a bunch of real nice people. And tomorrow, they'll be on their way. Some people may think, what is so magical about an old Ford? It's just a hunk of tin, sometimes shined up, other times left in its natural rusty state. These skeptics are obviously not Model A's, because if they were, they'd know that these people are not captivated by just an expensive toy. There's a mystique surrounding this hobby. Where else can one find so many varied backgrounds coming together with a common bond? Doctors, lawyers, architects, mechanics, mailmen, you name it. It matters not what you do for a living. You're a Model A'er. That's the ticket. So you see, it's not the car, it's the fellowship and friendship brought about by association with people with similar interests. Above all else, this is not an old car hobby, it's a people hobby.
Our Fort Worth Model A Club enjoys this tour real well. You get out of the city and drive your Model A's, enjoy them, and that's the whole idea behind the hobby. Henry had pride in his Model A Ford, and he built a good car, and we enjoy them, and they take us where we want to go.
Well, we come here in order to go through the trails and watch the beautiful, the scenery, the trees, and the people are very friendly.
We enjoy getting together and coming down as a group to Winnsboro. This is one of the highlights of the year. And as you can see, it's increased from last year, 130 people, cars. This year we've got 157, so it's growing all the time. We enjoy getting together and seeing all the cars.
We look forward to this tour more than any other tour of the year. We have about 125 cars, I understand, down here this morning in the parade. Not all of them Model A's, but most of them Model A Fords. They're a good driving car. This is a good tour to get it out in, and we look forward to it. My family looks forward to it. The people here in Winnsboro are always very, very friendly towards us, and they look forward to our coming, and we look forward to it also.